Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It is Angelic Ray coming to you at Angelic Soul 11, and I'm so excited to be with you here now. And today, it is the new moon in Libra and Western and Vedic. It's new moon in Virgo. Today is October 16, 2020, and this is going to be a collective message for anyone that's now tuning in to this frequency. And so the whole message may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Take what does, leave behind what doesn't. Allow yourself to be open to receive whatever messages your most high energy brought you here to see, to listen to. Okay, even if you are not in the present state of the new moon being in Libra or Virgo, just know that whatever time and space you are in now is your present moment, and this is the gift of life, the gift of communication that your most high is bringing to you. And just honor that. Allow this message to serve you in the best of your ability, in the best frequency that it can serve you in. Okay, so that being said, I'm super excited to be here with you all. We're gonna get started. I'm doing things a little bit differently here. So I did pre-shuffle the deck. I'm just gonna shuffle about like 3 more times just to get the energy going and flowing again for the collective message for this new moon, October 16, 2020 in Libra. This is a lot of 7th house energy here, okay? Today, Mercury does enter into retrograde here. And we did have a lot of shifts that just happened throughout the week. Pluto going direct, and we have Saturn shifting direct, and we just have a lot of truth and direction coming through. Yes, I love that with the Emperor here. So I'm really just feeling like there's going to be a lot of clarity, even though for the most part a lot of people say, oh, Mercury retrograde is a lot of confusion and this and that. No, I'm getting that it's beyond that, like seeing beyond the veil and really allowing yourself to be anointed with your truth, with your higher self, and being in that state of wholeness is really going to allow for you to really see clearly and gain the truth here. So there's going to be a lot of truth, a lot of secrets being revealed. I'm not getting so much action right away, but I am getting clarity. I'm getting direction. I'm getting purity is kind of what I'm seeing here, okay? So we're going to break this into 3. What messages do we have for the collective spirit of the Most High, the Most Divine, and truth and righteousness, and perfect love and perfect trust? Ashe. What is the overall energy of this new moon? Let's start with the overall energy of this new moon, please, and thank you. There are some people that's feeling like they may, like they may be at a crossroads. There we go. Yeah. Okay, here, this is between lovers. Just making sure no other card fell. Okay. I am seeing, although we have a double 2 here. Excuse me, this is the 6, but I've seen that as the Lover's card, so it is the Lover's card. Don't mind me. So the 2 of Wands here. I'm getting here that some of you may be feeling like you are at a crossroads and need to be making a decision and wanting clarity on that decision when it comes down to certain partnerships here. For some of you, this is a battle of the ego. This is like really, not all of you, because for some of you this is partnership and that coming together. For some of you is that battle of the ego. It's almost as if the decisions that y'all keep making to move forward, or it's very ego centric in a sense. And so it's a fight for dominance. It's argumentative, and spirit is really putting that in your face so that you can both be aware of what it is that needs healing, of what it is that is no longer serving y'all for your highest and greatest good. Really acting as a mirror is what I am getting here. Acting as a mirror for you to really see what you are reflecting out, and what is living in you. What are you reflecting out is being reflected back to you. Now, your reflection may not necessarily present itself in the same form in which you act upon however you are acting or thinking about and etc. But nonetheless, it is a mirror reflection of you. And that is what I am seeing here for some of you. For others of you, it's finally seeing that mirror reflection in a way that does drop the ego and allows for you to see clearly, allows for you to really stop feeling so defended and opening up your heart here and seeing with your heart, not with your ego here, to let go of the fight and really coming into union with one another. Because we have the Lovers card here. This is a card of like Gemini. But it's also, we're in the house of partnership, which is the house of lovers. It's all about that divine love, that partnership. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership. This can be, a relationship between you and a sibling, or you and a parent or family member or co-worker. Us as a union, we're partnering up with our neighbors, with just really allowing ourselves to look at both sides of the scale rather than just being one-sided, really looking at both sides of the spectrum, opening up your perception to seeing both views, both sides here as equal and not as one is better than the other here, okay? So man equal to woman, woman equal to man, have different properties, have different elements that they tap into, but equal, right? And one. Okay, can I get an additional card? What advice can we give in regards to this new moon? What advice can we give in regards to this new moon, please and thank you? Okay, writing your truth, speaking your truth, being very clear-minded. Think before you act. Think before you act. Center your thoughts, center your emotions, center yourself. Again, for some of you, this is going to be a little bit more of that stillness here. Ooh, big, big fire, big, big fire. Okay. Big, big fire. Fire. Okay. Purification, y'all. Really allow yourself to be enlightened by the truth, not being afraid here. It might be lighting a candle and fire gazing, okay? Or just lighting a candle and representing yourself and honoring yourself, doing a self-love ritual, integrating yourself into wholeness, integrating your light and your dark here. But I'm also getting, okay, so that fire can be a sense of destruction as well for some. Yeah, because I'm hearing ashes, dust to dust here. And so this fire is a purification of the time. It's gonna be different for everyone, but it's gonna seem really destructive. For some of y'all, you might be feeling extremely hot-headed during this time, so drinking cold water and being by the water is gonna be beneficial to you as well. Right now, working with the air element as well, winds of change, cord cutting here. For some of you, it's going to be cord cutting from certain people in your life. Not necessarily in the sense of bitterness, because you want to be light as a feather. So doing so in a way where you allow yourself to write about the experience, learn about the experience, see all areas of the experience, and really just honor the experience and then let go of the experience for what it was, rather than being fully judgmental of the experience and letting go of any of that toxic behaviors or thinking here. What can we look forward to? What can we look forward to? Remember, the overall energy is the Two of Wands here. So that is a lot of passion. That's a lot of spirit. That's a lot of fire. Really just, it really depends on how you censor yourself. Because if you're not censoring yourself, it can bring you to a space where you're going to be acting impulsively and possibly bringing up a lot of anger or frustration, versus actually being in alignment with, okay, how can you allow that frustration and anger to serve you for your highest good, for your purpose. It's not necessarily about good and bad, right or wrong, and this and that. No, it's about what serves you in a way of your highest consciousness. How can you take that anger and that frustration and the experience that you're in and raise that to a higher frequency? What is the most common denominator in that experience? And how can you take that and build with it and grow with it, or purify it, or exchange and change here? So this is definitely going to be like mindfulness of your exchanges here, mindfulness of I'm seeing more self-evaluation and mindfulness of certain partnerships and deals. What can we look forward to, please? And thank you. What can we look forward to? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in reverse here. And all these cards are upright, but it flew down in reverse. So this tells me that this is definitely... you can look forward to serenity. You can look forward to letting go of the petty situations and the lower vibrations of things, because you would already be doing the cutting cords. You will be doing the work here. That's great. Can I get an additional card for this Five of Swords here, please? And thank you. The Five of Swords in reverse here. It's like no competition, not comparing oneself to others. Moving forward here. We have the Chariot card of Cancer here. Moving forward here, really engaging in success, and again, he has the Scythe here. Really just like allowing yourself to tap into that warrior aspect of yourself, that Haruka Huti energy, to uphold the laws of Ma'at of one's purpose, right? And really be in that balanced state of being light as a feather. And really allow yourself to move at the pace that you are supposed to move, not at the pace that you think you're supposed to move because others are telling you, or not at the pace that others are telling you, but rather at the pace that feels more fluid to you. It's about the ebb and flow currency in your life that's going to be refreshing and rejuvenating and purifying in your purpose. All right, going in the direction that is serving you here. And once you are really attuned with that energy, you're no longer going to be feeling like there's competition. You're no longer going to feel like there's a need to argue petty arguments here. Yeah, that's going to be different for everyone. So for those of you, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I felt that. So for those of you that are like in an actual relationship that have been kind of feeling like stagnated, or feeling like it's just argumentative, or even if it's not like a love relationship, a platonic relationship with a family member, co-worker, etc. I see that it's you're really gonna have to tap into your intuition and really trust what it is that you are feeling, and get acquainted with those emotions, whether they are of anger, or sadness, of neglect, of rejection, of trauma, whatever they may be, okay? Whatever it may be, this is the love of the goddess, the love of the mother here, whether you are male or female here. I see the nurturing energies of the Most High Divine Mother really anointing us with her love here, and really coming to a space of like turning those tears into a water of beauty, a water of clarity, allowing for us to really bathe in the waters that, like when we were a baby and we were in our mother's womb, and it was just so fluid, and it was exactly what we needed to get nurtured and to be created here. And that's what it's asking right now, for those of you that are having a hard time, is really get acquainted with your inner world and your waters. And if you have any mother issues, or just issues with connecting with your divine feminine self, really not be afraid, and allow yourself to be free, and connect with those waters in you. Connect with your blood, connect with your DNA here. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to rebuild a relationship with them in your life, but you rebuild a relationship with yourself, with them, with their reflection of what they served you. What was the experience that they served you here, whether it was an experience of neglect or abandonment, or an experience of just pure love and bliss. If there was abuse, or just allowing that ebb and flow of forgiveness and love to really balance out and wash away. You want to wash away the impurities of certain thoughts, okay, certain thought forms here, and really allow yourself to tap into that, which doesn't always seem logical, but diving deep into that space. But yes, staying centered, because we have the Ace of Swords here. This is like a new beginning, so you're going to really be washing away. You're going to be observing your emotions here. Observing your emotions here, and not acting on the emotions, so to speak, but rather redirecting these emotions here, like the Chariot. Okay, you are like, you get on your high horse here, and you fly, and you drive your chariot over the heavens, and you are just cutting through anything that's not balanced here. Okay, that's really what I'm getting. This is a really it may feel really emotional for some of you here, so watching your emotions and balancing out your emotions is going to be extremely important. Again, I did get maybe feeling like for some of you, really just tapping into water energy, like being by the water. For some of you, fire is really what I'm getting strongly here. And so for those of you that were having those issues, if you're feeling hot-headed, maybe drink some more water, connect with water, meditate in water to really calm down those hot spirits. Okay, this could also be like possibly adding more water into your diet, or having a water cleanse or a juice cleanse here. Maybe eliminating certain addictive traits here. Maybe, if you drink a lot of alcohol, maybe allow yourself to purge from that. Or it could just be like that hostility, that hostile energy here. Allow it to be washed away in a sense. So, cool water is what I'm getting here. I think there's even like a cologne or perfume that's called like cool water. Maybe, buy that and just throw it on you, and, like to feed your spirit some coolness, and be clear-headed, and not hot-tempered here, okay? For others of you, this is your creation. This is you really taking the time to observe what it is that you are creating and nurturing. This is the incubation of that which you maybe once upon a time you was feeling confused. You didn't know which direction to move in, and now you're gaining the clarity, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna rush to jump ahead into what it is that I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna start planning. I'm gonna start organizing. I'm gonna really evaluate my life and see how can I make this fit, and how can I make it happen. And those are steps to moving forward in that direction and making it happen. Like the saying goes, put it on paper and watch it become real. Right? And allow yourself to feed yourself. Speak it into your water. Speak your creation into your water. Give yourself words of hekau that's really going to bring that electrical charge and chi into your whole essence, into your body, and ebb and flow that currency so abundantly in you and around you, okay, for the success here. And then we have the King of Chalice in the bottom of the deck. So this could definitely be a union coming together. They are definitely talking to each other here. A lot of love, a lot of, this can be maybe coming to a conclusion of needing to move forward for some of you, like, just again, not in a bitter way. And for some of you, this is reconciliation. This is really but I'm seeing it's gonna need some patience here. Yeah, so we have the 8 of I'm gonna take this because they feel so, I feel like that's it too. Oh my gosh. All right. So Spirit is really speaking here. So the 8 of Wands here, the 8 of Wands is that communication, and it's fast communication. It's also travel here. So for some of you, this can be that, maybe you were contemplating moving from one location to another to get with a lover here. And it's going to be like a clear direction. Don't let your fears stop you. Really do your pros and cons here. Again, this may be a reconciliation, a rejoicing of a union here that maybe wasn't communicating before, but now is. No longer letting those petty fights here happen. This could also just be a union that is already together, or even like friends, family that's going to be bringing their union to the next level here, the partnership. So even if this isn't work, your goals, coming to a new partnership here, coming to a new level here, being equally yoked with the masculine and feminine energies here. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. The wheel turning in your favor. Karma working exactly as it needs to be working in your life for what is destined for you. What is to uphold the laws of Ma'at and the truth for you and your purpose. So other people may not necessarily agree on this union. They may not really understand why the coming together of these two people, or some people sometimes, outside people don't know how to accept something that may have the potential to be greater than what it is that they know. And Spirit is saying, just go ahead and be great. Just go ahead and be great. go ahead and be great. The wheel is turning to bring an ending of old cycles that's no longer serving, ending those thoughts that saying, but what if my mom thinks this, or what if my dad thinks this, or what if my siblings think this, or what if my co-workers think this, or my neighbors. It's not a what if your neighbors or anyone outside of you thinks. It's about what is true and right for you here, okay? This is what is fated and destined for you. This is for your expansion and for your soul's growth. This is for your abundance and your prosperity to just flow fortunately, okay? And then we have here the temperance here. And again, for some of you, this says that reconciliation, but this is like that your spirit guides just really giving you the green light and saying, yes, go, it's okay. So for some of you, the movement is going to be happening here, but it's going to be once it is like, there is absolute no denying it. Absolute no denying it. This is being honest with yourself and honest with your goals and honest with the experience, honest with the people, allowing yourself to really harmonize and accept what your reflections around you are, and not criticizing them or judging them for what you think your ego, right? You don't want to battle your ego here. You don't want to fight with, some of you may really have been asking for things and spirit is trying to give it to you, and you might be fighting spirit because you're scared. And that's like battling yourself, right? Battling yourself, battling your reflection here, because and spirit only gives you things when you're ready for it. But sometimes we may not realize that we're ready for it, and then there's times when we think we're ready for something and spirit is not giving it to us because we may not be ready. And it can be as simple as you're almost ready. And so that's going to be the case for some of you, as like that almost ready, but definitely probably, by the ending of the month, boom, like full-blown manifestation, you're ready and you'll be able to start moving forward here. You would have course corrected anything you needed to course correct. You would reevaluate all contracts that is coming in your path, but really listen to your intuition and not be in a space of fear here, because there's going to be a lot of new opportunities that's going to be in harmony with yourself here, okay? And even though this is Sagittarius, I'm also getting Aquarian energy here, right? So we are like in that time of Aquarius here. That water barrier is also air, and Sagittarius energy is fire. So allowing yourself to really take both of those energies, right? Taking the Sagittarian fire and the seer, and allow yourself to really see beyond the veil and have that really big, expansive picture, right? And really have that Aquarian skyline of really seeing the whole picture, right? And taking that fire and look at that. I have flames dancing together. Like, ooh, that was like very interesting. What was I saying? Harmonizing that fire with that chi, with your higher self. That's what I'm getting, like your highest self. So let's get a final advice here, Spirit. What is the final advice here? Two of Cups. Two of Cups here. This is definitely for some of you. I know this term is like super loosely out here, but we are in a different time and there's a lot of things going on here. This is harmony. This is union. This is coming together. This can be twin flame unions coming together, rejoicing, really bringing in that forgiveness. But this is really allowing yourself to be in union with every partnership that is in your life at this time here, all right? And look at the Two of Pentacles. So for the Two of Pentacles, I'm really getting like grabbing it from the ethers and bringing it here. Believe it, feel it, taste it. Let go of consciousness that's saying like, oh, well, I don't have it, so I can't. I may not be good enough. Letting go of maybe it's time to clean certain things that in your house, like material things, to allow something bigger to come in. Whatever it is, that life, that Ankh, right? Ankh, Uja, Seneb, right? We have the feather here, being light as a feather, really allowing yourself to be in that full balance, that love here, the house of partnership, really be in harmony with your prosperity, be in harmony with your beauty, be in harmony with your light, with your dark, with your power, with your chi, be in harmony with your mission, with your goal, with your task, and not how other people think that needs to look like. It doesn't matter what other people think it needs to look like. This is definitely like a Kundalini rising for some of y'all, where your hot waters, is finally raising up, and then you get to rejoice. That's why I was feeling like the Aquarian and the Temperance energy just really balancing those waters here. All right, y'all. So that is your message. We give thanks to all the ancestors of the Most High, the Most Divine and Benevolent, truth and righteous and perfect love and perfect trust. I hope this message serves you for your highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good of all involved in your situation here. We're definitely, as a collective, we are going to be rejoicing into another time. So don't let those tower moments create fears of illusions that's not serving you, and focus on what it is that is truly yours. Focus on what it is that is divinely righted for you and your soul's contract here. All right, that is the message. Allow yourself to travel new realms, whether it's traveling to another dimension in your visions, or traveling to complete silence and nothingness, right? Or traveling to a place of in your town or the next town over that you never went to, right? Or this may even be traveling to another country, another state, however it may be. This could also be a good time for studying here. So allowing yourself to travel the realms of I was gonna say philosophy, of deeper depths here, of sciences, of math, of arts, of whatever it is that you are into, studying that, allowing that to flow here. I'm also going to remind you to please drink some nice water to cleanse your energy. Allow yourself to digest what it is that you are supposed to digest in this moment, and clear out your energy so that you are not holding on to anything that is not yours and that is not serving you, and just clear your energetic field and strengthen that aura. And I thank you. Peace.